Welcome to Break It, which is all about actually making sure that you can step into the challenge rather than sit in the gain. So the SMTP process, which is about loss or gain, it's transforming loss into love or transforming gain into love. And what that means is you're moving from stuck to manage to transform to presence. So this is also the process that can work for your one pager. However, what we're going to do with this one pager is we're going to work through 3 secrets and activities around that. But you can do the opposite of the loss process and work the SMTP process too. But for this one pager this week, we're going to do it about the 3 secrets. And the first one was about compensation. And so as you can see with this one pager here, we're looking at gain. So I want you to think about 3 things that you have felt like that you've gained, and you've had gain without loss. So you feel like there's something working, it's in a positive state. You've gained some money, you've gained a new position, or a role, or you've gained a new pet or a relationship or whatever it may be. So think of 3 things that you've gained, preferably like somewhere in the last sort of 6 months to a year at most. Okay, so that you can work it. And then what you're going to do is you can watch the video that there's no one-sided world, it's the law of compensation. So you have a positive and a negative together. And basically you're going to work your way through now to balance it out. So to actually ask the quality question of what was the primary drawback of that first gain? So when I thought that I'd gained something, what was the primary drawback of that gain? So when I actually got the new job, I go back and I look and I say, I got this new role, and what was the drawback of that, the primary drawback in that moment? So basically when I had a new position some time ago where I was working on a change role, when I got the role and straight away, the first thing that went through my head is travel. I need to travel like for this role, which means that if I'm traveling, I'm away from my family for 5 nights a week. So the first thing I looked at, okay, well, what's the drawback of being away from my family for 5 nights a week to me directly? Well, it means I need to create order. I need to get extra help. I need someone to help my children, like an au pair or whatever. And how's that a drawback to me? It means I'm outsourcing my top I am, what's most important to me, to someone else to take responsibility for it, which is part of the role of raising my children. Okay, so I'm asking myself in that moment when I feel elated that I have gained something and I'm actually in a positive state about it, what is the primary drawback? What's the secondary drawback of the primary? And what's the tertiary drawback of that one related to what's most important to me, to my top I ams? Okay, so that's the questions you're asking, the quality questions. So for each of the 3 gains, that's what you're looking to ask. Then you're going to move to secret number 2. And this is a little bit more fun, a little bit lighter, because the last one's quite difficult. And what it is about you can only hold on for so long. So it's the law of diminishing returns. So I like to imagine myself holding on to a rope, okay? And no matter how strong I am, no matter, how fit I am, I get to a point where I can't climb anymore up the rope, okay? It doesn't matter like how good I am. There'll be a point that I cannot go any further. And once I'm there, how long can I actually hold on for? Okay, so everyone has varying differences as to what this will mean, but I like to look at it as the restaurant. So just think about an amazing restaurant you went to, and I want you to describe the taste the first time you went to the restaurant. So it's a restaurant you went to several times, and then the second time or the third time, and then the 4th time and the 5th time, doesn't matter what it is. There'll be a point where there'll be a shift, and it just doesn't seem to be as good as it was before. So I want you to be able to answer those questions. And once you've done that one, you'll get the concept of the law of diminishing returns, and there's a maturity to everything. And I want you to think about a working solution, a situation that you've got right now, a product, a project, a client, or a team, and just consider which area are you not seeing the same results. So it's not like it's it sort of started off, we're really growing, we're doing great, maybe we're making profits on this project, or maybe this client is a really great client, and you know, we've really seen a great profit line on that. And then over time, you've noticed that it's just not quite the same. It's not growing either at the same speed, or it's even looking like it might be regressing, which is the law of diminishing returns. And I want you to work your way through those quality questions that I've provided for you, just to get some insights into, you know, what's going on for you with this situation. And then this will get you ready for, which was secret number 3, which is choose the challenge before it chooses you. And what that means is step into your own challenge. And I love the fire walk, because if someone sort of walked up to me now and said, walk over a bunch of hot coals without any warning, any preparation, I would probably just go, I don't know if I can do that. Like, you know, my feet are going to burn. And literally that's what will probably happen, is I'll burn on my feet. But if I choose that I want to go on the fire walk, and then I actually mentally prepare for it, and I do the things that are in place to step into that challenge, then I'm choosing the journey myself, stepping into the challenge before it finds me. Okay, so it's almost like I don't want those surprises, good or bad. I want to be able to choose to step into it. And it doesn't matter where I go, the cracks and the holes and the worms will start to come. Okay, so that's back to compensation. No matter what, there's build and destroy. So what we want to do is we want to say, well, how do I innovate? How do I shift and change and step into something, whether it's in my personal life, my work life, or play life, or family life, whatever it may be? Then I want you to start thinking about how you can do that. And so choose something that you can actually do that on. And then once you're done, you'll have these realizations. You'll be centered in your heart. You'll be inspired, and you'll see something that maybe you haven't seen before. And at that moment, I want you to write either a letter to yourself about it, what you've realized, and a gratitude letter. You know, a thank you letter for putting the work in on this one pager as well. Or you might want to write to someone else about something you've seen. Okay. And that kind of finishes the task off and gives you the realizations. And remember, short pencil better than a long memory. So writing and typing things down and saving them can really be great for reflection in the future. When you see something like this happening, you go, okay, oh, remember I did that activity and I had great realizations, and I realized what it was like to step into the challenge and not obviously have fears or like tiptoeing around something that's working, instead of just break it and change it. Okay, because evolution will happen with or without us. All right, so that's the message of this one pager. And I've got some pretty different kind of useful links that are starting to play with sort of what comes into stepping into challenge, and how to make it also fun, you know, like making sure that it's fun, because that obviously softens the instinct impulse and the fears of sort of changing and doing things. And I also wanted you to have realizations. So I was showing you the Fortune 500 companies. I mean, since 1955, there's only 52 left there out of the 500, you know, so that just shows you that you can only hold on for so long, okay, without changing form or changing things. And so you'll see. And then I put Emerson's essay on compensation, which is an audible version, and you can listen to that. So enjoy these links, enjoy your one pager, and really step into your challenge, break it before it breaks you. And I wish you a wonderful journey on this one, and gratitude. Enjoy.